Welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 2017 with the Rude Man, and we're back on Ponderosa, and I'm taking off right where I left off in the live stream, the last live stream, and we just finished, well, we didn't actually finish. We did some harvesting. I need to get on with that because I have some fields that are ready to finish harvesting. So let's get that out of the way. The live stream I did was about 3 hours. What happened to my tractor? Where's my tractor? I'm missing a tractor over here. Huh? What? What happened? Well, it's not that one. That one's got its weight. I don't know what happened. Unless I did something goofy, which I could have done. Yeah, it was a long stream. It was about 3 hours. And at one point I had about 30 people on, so I was kind of busy with chat and stuff, and I don't remember exactly what I had done. So we're just going to take off and carry on from that point. And let me grab my... Oops. Whoa. Let me grab this thing right here if I can grab a hold of it. We got it there. Let's get this guy lined up. And whoops. There we go. Whoa, jeez. That must be heavy. Okay, so let's see. This field is done. Let's go over and get that one. Let me grab the combine. And, well, we can start this one in this field, can't we? I think it's all barley. I think. I can't remember, but I think so. So I should be able to just take off right from here, right? That's what I think. I could be wrong. I never am, but I could be. But I'm not. Alright, let's go grab the other one. Let me grab this little bit that's on the end of the field here. I don't know what happened, but I must have missed the seeding of this end of this field for some reason. But we won't let that happen again. Alright, I'm going to go put this up here. Alrighty, and I'm thinking about putting in, you know, I have a silo silage, and I have the TMR mixing station. I don't have the pig one in. I do have a pig one. If we look at the mod list here, I will show you that I do have indeed a pig mixing station. I have no idea what makes up the pig stuff. So I'm thinking about putting that in and finding out what's in it. And so I want to make room for the pig station, and I'm thinking that to make room for it, I might get rid of the hayloft, because I did put in the 5 million extension to the silo, and the silo holds everything. The main silo holds everything. So the hayloft might be a little redundant. I can always put it in later in a different location, but I'm thinking where it's at right now is kind of right where I want to put the other mixing station. So I'm thinking about taking it out for now and maybe putting it back later if I need it. I don't think I'm going to need more than 5 million of everything. I can't imagine. Cannot imagine. So, yeah, this is what I'm talking about right here. Right here, I'm thinking about putting the other mixing station right in here. And if that's the case, then this is kind of in the way. So let me grab a trailer of some kind. I want the big one. So let's empty it. Got to find it first, not that one. That one. Okay, we're going to empty this, but I'm going to switch tractors out. I had the Massey Ferguson pulling this thing before, and I want to switch this thing out. and put the Massey. I'm going to put the stealth on that thing there. I didn't buy the big tractor, did I? I want to buy the big tractor. And by big tractor, I mean that big Challenger. And I don't quite have the money yet. Okay, how come I can't hook up to this? There we go. Alright, let's hook this thing up. Get rid of that crane. I need to get my forage wagon out of the silo area. It's in the way. I know that already. So let me grab that and get it out of here. And I can pick up this over here since he's done already. Oh my goodness. It does not take very much time at all for this field to be harvested. No time at all. Right, I'm going to leave him set right here for a minute. We're going to grab this guy, spin him around, get him up on that other field. You know, when stuff happens on the farm, everything happens at once. And it just seems like I'm kind of busy running back and forth. And normally, on some of those big maps that I was playing, I had Courseplay running everything. And in this one, I'm just running myself ragged, doing all the work. All right, let's go back to this fella. And we're going to run him over to the grain silo. Just like this here. Alright, let's dump this stuff. Now, I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, I did. That's a $5 million deal there. $5 million. 5 million liter deal over there. So let's get the hayloft and get the stuff out of it. I don't want to lose that stuff, so just sneak in the back here. And this isn't situated very good anyway. If you notice, I'm having a hard time getting in and out of it. So even if I do put it back, it's probably going to be in a different location. Let's see, we got straw and we've got silage and grass. That's all we have in it. Let's get the grass first. We'll do that, and then while we're waiting for that, let's cut the grass. Like I said, we're getting to the point on the farm. If you remember when we first started, we only had a couple fields, and it was like, okay, what do I do next? I'm done with that field. Now, we just got tons and stuff to do. It gets to the point where you can have a hard time keeping up with it. And it's kind of hard to do one thing at a time, because you think, well, you know, I could hire a worker to do that over there and hire a worker to do that over there. And if I don't, then I'm not making very good use of my time. So you end up having to jump back and forth between, you know, pieces of equipment to make sure everything's running okay. Well, that's one good thing about the inspector mod up there. You can pretty much see. It's actually pretty handy. Hey, you notice that one's in yellow because it's telling me that it's getting full. And if I really pay attention, that's very helpful. Now, most of the time, I'm not paying attention. And it's not entirely my fault. I've got my microphone so close to me that it's right up in that area of the monitor. And I kind of have to peek around it a little bit. So if I move my microphone to the left a little bit, I could probably see it easier. And sometimes I do, but it does give you a lot of information. It tells you how fast a piece of equipment is going, which is handy because you can tell it when it's in a corner. You can tell if it's turning a corner, you know, it's going slower. So, and it tells you when the item is getting full, like it's 99% now. So I can run this guy over. I don't know if I can get, oh, I can't see. See, the hayloft is kind of situated in a bad place right here. So even if I do put it back, it's going to have to be in a different location. And of course, when I placed it, I didn't have all the pieces of equipment that I've got out now, or the buildings, or the facilities, whatever you want to call them. Wow, stop. How much grass do I actually have? Whoops. Whoops. Quite a bit. I'm getting close to the millions in grass. All right, so we got to run up and get the grain out of that one. They're both kind of full, aren't they? I'm going to go get the one in the upper field first. It might be close to being done. It's getting pretty darn close. All right, let's squeeze in here. Get this guy. See if I hit the right location. No. I never guessed that right. Well, it's different. This is different than... That would have been the right location for the case combine, because it's got a longer pipe. And actually, I'm more used to having the case than I am the New Holland. I have to remember the New Holland, you almost have to hit the header to get up close enough. Alrighty. And we're off to the other combine. Oh, by the way, if you noticed, I fixed my little goofy area here. Although this is kind of weird. I had this planted here, and it's growing out onto the road. How does that happen? That's kind of weird, isn't it? But anyway, I'm gonna say I don't care. I'm gonna leave it there. It's just an interesting thing. I shouldn't even have pointed it out. Now there's going to be people that say, "Oh my God, I can't stand seeing that grass on the sidewalk or on the road." But don't look at it. I don't know it's there if I don't look at it. Did I hit the right spot this time? Oh, are you kidding? I didn't. Oh, what's the deal? How come this guy's not... Hey, give it up. That's weird. Why isn't it giving me the grain? Because I wasn't up far enough. Why? Is this a different crop? Oh, this is wheat. Oh, how did that happen? I know how it happened. If you remember, I was doing barley, and then right in the middle of seeding, I bought that other seeder, and the other seeder was defaulted on wheat, and I didn't catch that. I just seeded. Which doesn't matter. I mean, you know, I need wheat as well as I need barley. Unless I'm making beer. All right, we'll go back. Now it should give up its wheat. Sure looks like it's gonna rain. I think it's just supposed to be cloudy. I kind of miss the old days when it showed me the whole week's worth of weather. Kinda. There we go. Hit that one. Although now my combine's kind of ahead of itself here. Let me back it up. Hire this guy and hit the road jack. Okay, now I need this guy again because I'm still working on the hayloft. As soon as I get that hayloft emptied. Boy, it sure does look like it's going to rain, doesn't it? So I understand there's some people working on a mod for seasons, and it tries to work with the actual weather that's in the game, and it tries to calculate what season it would be. And if it's more of a rainy season like the fall or the spring, it would increase the rain and the more severe weather in the game. Anyway, they're working on it. That might be kind of cool because that'd be the first mod they have that actually changes the weather or tries to affect the weather that I know of. Okay, what do we do here? Let's see. We're still taking grass. We still got, this isn't quite a full load. Or this will be a full load. It won't get it all. And in the meantime, let's head back out and finish our job here. And I'm telling you, I'm getting dizzy trying to keep up with everything here this afternoon. I did quite a bit of fun in that live stream last night. I only meant to do 2 hours, and next thing you know, 3 hours had gone by. And I had a pretty good turnout. I really did. I didn't think I would because it was kind of I hadn't announced it. It was kind of a spur of the moment one. I need to get on a schedule. I know I do. But it's going to be kind of tough with the holidays. I was telling people, yeah, I'm going to do a schedule. But then I thought, well, wait a minute. It's the holidays. Bad timing because, people coming and going. And from day to day, I don't know what's going on as far as Christmas shopping, the kids, that kind of thing. School getting out. It's kind of tough to put together a schedule for me anyway. So I'm thinking I'll wait till Christmas is over and then kind of put on a schedule. In the meantime, I'm going to kind of do what I have been doing and try to live stream when I can. If you just kind of watch, I tend to live stream at the same times, sometime between 3 and 6 o'clock my time. I don't like to live stream too late in the evening. And I do have quite a few people that watch my live streams from across the pond, and it's really early in the morning for them. It's anywhere from 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning. If I do like an evening time for me. And as soon as I get a schedule put together for farming, I'm going to start doing live streams for other games that I play besides farming, and I'll put those over on my second channel. I have a second channel that I put together for some of the games that I want to play that people don't necessarily want to watch. I shouldn't say it that way. That's not true. Some of the games I play, the RPG games and things like that, as it turns out, when I started my YouTube page, the thing that kicked off was the farming simulator, and that's where most of my subscribers come from. So when I play Fallout 4 and Skyrim and some of the other games I play, I don't tend to get a lot of views because they're here to watch the farming, and they're not really interested in some of the RPG games that I play or some of the space games that I play, Minecraft that I do, some of that stuff. So I started a second channel, and I was going to use it for live streaming on Twitch. And then I just got really, really busy building the farming page up because, I was putting a farming video up every day, and I was putting, some of the other games that weren't live streams, Fallout 4, some of the Let's Play things that I was doing. I was putting a couple of those up a day. I was putting 2 to 3 videos up a day, and that takes an awful lot of time. And so I didn't get back to the second page as far as the live streaming goes. So now that I'm kind of down to like 1 farming video a day, I've got a little bit more time again, and I might start live streaming over on Twitch again for some of those other games, just for my fun, because I like to play the games, and I think, well, if I'm playing, I might as well be recording, and if I'm not recording, I might as well just live stream. That's my thought anyway. We'll see what happens. Well, I wonder what's not being done while I'm doing this. Looks like both combines are done. I've kind of gotten a pattern going on how I cut this grass, and I find if I stick to the same pattern, this was kind of the way I was at work too. I would tend to set myself some form of a pattern up as to how I did things, and I found that if I stuck to doing it the same way every time, I got better at it, which meant I got faster at it, and I got more efficient at it, and it tended to make the day go a little bit easier for me. It all comes down to the fact whether you can do something repetitive or not. Some jobs you can't. Some jobs are spontaneous. Some jobs require on people coming in and doing things, differently for every person, or, sometimes you can't. But if you have a job that's kind of repetitious, if you can put yourself together a pattern, it kind of becomes natural, and your body just takes over and does it, and you don't have to think too much about it, and you can do it a lot more efficient and quicker and all that kind of good stuff. Okay, so this guy's done. Let's see. I'm sure there's probably a little bit that he missed, maybe. Yeah, there always is. The shape of this field is kind of weird. Why it missed that little patch up there, I don't know. It usually doesn't do that. Might as well put the pipe in. I don't have a trailer here. I'll go down to the trailer if I can remember where I left it. Oh, it's full of grass, isn't it? I'm going to park this guy here for a minute. We'll go look at this, yeah. All right, what's going on here? All right, here we go. Now, as soon as I figure out how much grass I've got, I got to remember that this is not the map that I play day in and day out. I only play this thing when I'm either recording or live streaming, and so I tend to forget it. I can't talk. I tend to forget what I've got on this map, and my other map, I've got so much grass I don't know what to do with it. So I'm just making it all into silage, and I'm using the silage or selling it. So let me get it transferred first, and we'll look and see how much grass we've got. And that silo there takes 700,000 liters of grass. So I might just fill that thing up if I've got that much. I don't know if I do, though. I was hoping to get this thing drained so that I can buy that other mixing station and figure out what goes in it. I haven't loaded it yet. I haven't done anything with it, so I don't know what goes in it. And to make the pig forage or the super feed, whatever it is that the pigs eat. This one you got grass and silage and wheat just like normal. The other one I am not sure. Finish picking up the straw. Uh-oh. Combine's in a way. Well, I missed that strip, kind of. Oh, I guess I picked it up. I wasn't on it. I forget that this forage wagon has a little slightly bigger pickup on it. Wider, that is. I'm a little tired today. You probably can notice in my voice it doesn't quite sound the same. And this is why, you know, I have to wonder about some of the people that are doing YouTubes that you know, they come in and they sound like used car salesmen, where they come in, oh, today we're going to do that, and they talk about a mile a minute, and they're just so excited, and they want you to be excited, and it's just, I don't know how they do that. That would just, I would be so exhausted trying to do that. It's not in my personality to be like that in the first place. So it would be a stretch for me to do that. Some guys I've heard that can do that kind of thing, and they sound like maybe that's part of their personality. Others, when they do it, it's like kind of, I don't know if I should use the word phony, but sometimes it's like it's not natural. It's like they're trying too hard. And that's the way it would be for me. If I tried to do that, being all excited, that's not my personality. You'd know it. You'd know it. You could tell that I was faking it. I mean, I've actually said it in other videos that I'm a glass half empty kind of a guy. I don't normally look at everything being bright and sunny. I mean, I'm not completely negative, but I'm not all bright and sunny and jolly and happy and giggly and You know, that's just not my personality. Whoa, that was a ton. I got to remember picking up grass too. If you don't get it picked up right away, the grass grows on you. Literally grows, and it makes it kind of, well, it doesn't make it hard, but it makes it a little more difficult to pick up your windrow because the grass is overgrown. Kind of disappears on you. All right, now I think I've got all the grass, do I? I think, and now I can get whatever's left. There's a little bit of silage in there, and the straw. Grass is gone, and oh gosh, 800,000. This thing holds 150, so we got a few trips to deal with the straw. Let's put this guy away. So today we're just doing catch up from the live stream, basically. Right, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go down and get my cow tractor, which I now have silage. Let's go put the silage in the mixing station because it's got grass and straw already. So let's keep up with this. This thing takes 100,000 liters in each area of straw, silo, and grass. So using this trailer, which only has 21,000, makes it take a little bit longer. I should actually, come on. I should actually use the big trailer and just kind of fill it up to 100,000 and bring it over here and just do all three at once. Well, not at once, but fill each one all the way up. All right, now that that's empty, let's take this fella and we'll get that little bit of grain that's in that combine. There can't be that much in it. You saw how much was in the other one. All right, now that he's empty, put him away. All righty. Now this guy, just got to keep him working. I don't know if I'm going to get that piece of equipment set up or not in this episode. I didn't realize I had so much in that hay laughed. That hay laughed. Hey, he laughed. Well, that'll finish up this field. And we'll go up and get that one over there. Yeah, you can kind of tell sometimes when I'm tired because I kind of lag in my commentary. You kind of have to learn it. I'm not the type of person that in the past that talked a lot. As a matter of fact, I'm really pretty shy in real life, and I don't talk an awful lot, or I didn't used to. Now, I did work at a radio station, and you learn at a radio station, if you think about it, when you've got the radio on, you're listening to something. You don't see anything. You're listening. That means that there has to be something being said, or song playing, or something, commercial, whatever it is. There has to be something going all the time. So if you're doing a talk show, for instance, on a radio station, you have to continually talk. Because if you don't, you have what they call dead air. And people that tune into a radio station don't hear anything. They'll just keep tuning in to a different radio station. They won't stop and listen. So you can't have dead air. It's just something you don't have on a radio station. So if you're doing some form of talk show, you have to continually talk. And that's not necessarily an easy thing to do. And the harder thing yet is to continually talk and have something interesting to listen to, or at least semi-interesting. And it's not an easy thing to do. And I've had to learn how to do that over the last few years of YouTubing. When I first started, I didn't know what the heck to say. And you have to try to make it entertaining at the same time, and that's not easy to do either. Let's see, am I still taking this? I might as well. I was going to go sell that, but I decided now that I have that great big tank up there, maybe I'll just try to fill it. Uh-oh, tractor's in the way. But yes, it's not an easy thing to do, to continually talk and have something interesting to be heard. And I don't know. I can't say I'm that good at it. I don't know. I don't like listening to myself. I don't like the sound of my voice. And it is kind of interesting. I know of several actors that I've seen interviews with over the years that never watch their own work. They don't watch their own movies. I think Harrison Ford's one of them. He never watches his own movies. That's what I understand anyway. I don't listen to my stuff except for when I'm trying to edit it to see if I did something or said something I should not have said. And I don't always do that to my own detriment. There's been a couple of times where the phone has rang during my YouTube recording, and I've said some things on the phone that I normally wouldn't say in public. And it's not till later somebody says, "Oh, that phone call in the middle of your video was just hilarious." What? And I have to go back and listen. Oh my God, I was going to cut that out and I forgot all about it. So it can be embarrassing. It can be hilarious. So sometimes if I have time, I try to listen to my own videos to make sure I haven't done something like that. Well, plus I don't like to sneeze and cough and do that kind of stuff in my videos. So if I've got a cold or something, I'll cut out the coughing and the sneezing and that kind of thing. But I don't like to listen to myself. Well, we've almost got this field taken care of. And then guess what? Oh, do I have to do any plowing this harvest? Whoops, that was it there. 14 needs to be plowed. Yeah, I remember missing that one. I gotta remember to do that. Yeah, I started seeding before I realized that 14 needed plowing. I think that was the same time I bought that new seeder. All right, so that's done. I got one more field to pick up, and then we can start seeding. And it appears that I'm not going to get to the point where I'm going to put that pig mixer in. I'm kind of running out of time here. So I don't think I'm going to get to it in this episode. We'll get to it in the next episode once I get that hayloft cleared out of there. I don't think there's any way I'm going to get that straw picked up out of that hayloft before the end of the episode. That's okay. It gives us something to look forward to. Maybe in the meantime, I can say I don't have it in my test world either. I've got it in the mod list, but because it came in a pack. The guy that made those put the two together in one pack. But I've never installed it on any of my farms, so I don't know how it works. Well, I'm sure it works just like the other mixer. I just don't know what goes in it. And that's not a problem. I'll find out as soon as I install it, but I'm just saying I haven't used it yet. Speaking of that, let's go get this straw. Kind of curious as to how much grass I've got in that silo. I haven't picked up the grass yet either. Got to do that too. I tell you, your work's just never done on a farm. Let's take a look. I'm going to put my HUD on here. Spin around and see what we've got in that silo. This silo seems to work pretty good. I haven't any trouble with it as of yet. Okay, so look, there's only 13% in that. This thing holds 700,000. And there's only 13% in that. So I need to start filling that thing up. Because I want to have lots of silage. Because I'm going to use it for mixing. And I want it for a sale. Making money off of silage. Listen to those happy little pigs over there. They're so happy. Oh shoot, I didn't turn fast enough, did I? I sure didn't. Okay, here we go, loop-de-loo. Yeah, I forgot I have to adjust some of my wheel settings because the other day I was having trouble with my game. I couldn't get on the servers, I think I told you that. It turns out it wasn't my problem, and I didn't really think it was. But I was just trying everything. One of the things I tried was to completely delete the game off my computer. I kept my save games and all that kind of stuff, so I didn't lose my save games. And I kept my my mods, and I keep all those on a different server anyway. So, you know, it wouldn't. If something happened to this computer, I still have everything. But I forgot that when I reset everything and put the game back on this computer, that all my settings would have been changed because it defaulted everything to, you know, when you first start the game up. So I've got to go back and adjust some things. I got some of them adjusted, but you can't remember everything. So there's a few things that have happened with my wheel that I realize I need to go in and adjust. And nope, we're not going to get to that pig mixer in this episode. I'll try to do it either in the next episode or the next live stream. But at this point, I've kind of run out of time. I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. Hope you had fun. If you did, give it a like, share it with a friend. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you did. And I'll see you on the farm the next episode. Happy farming.